All right, we might as well start. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Okay, cool. I hope everyone's going well today. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump straight into this. We are going to implement the blocked by functionality finally. However, this will require us doing some problem solving and so forth like that. Sorry, this should be blocked by. Alright, there's a bug in this old version of NearBeach. I do have to update my NearBeach version, but that will eventually happen. So, let's just bang that right down. So, if a project task card, and hello Solburn, how are you? I hope you're going well, and welcome Rondev. If I am pronouncing that correctly, hopefully I am. Hopefully none of you hit ads, but I do believe because I've just started, you shouldn't be hitting ads. We are also joined here today with my cat Socks. So yes, how was your stream, Sol Expert? Hopefully it was good. It's fine, at least you didn't add the U to the pronunciation. No, fair enough, yep. Alright, so today what we wanted to do is hijack our linking system, start adding in the is blocked by, blocked, is cloned by, and well, we probably don't need clones or anything like that, is duplicated by, is caused by, and so forth like that. We probably won't need is caused by. So, yeah. Stream went well, it got stuck on some stupid stuff. Yep, that's always the case. Then it's getting too late, so I'm too tired to push on and need to sleep. Fair enough. So, yes, I don't blame you at all. I'm usually like that towards the end of my streams. So, yeah. So yeah, what we want to do is actually hijack what we've already got in the system itself, and we want to sort of expand on it. So let's take a project, for example. In a project, you can link that object to another project, which actually answers one of my questions, is it self-linking? The next thing I need to do is essentially with this particular link, we can be like, all right, this link is related to, or relates, we'll possibly just pick a singular case in there because it doesn't matter if the flip term is different, so it'll probably be related. We probably won't use cause. Let's just strike that through. Duplicated we do want. We don't want the clones. But we definitely do want is blocked by and blocked. But we want two separate cases there. So yes, I've got to figure out how we can actually do this. So I'm just saving the card right there. So this is the database at the moment, which does deal with the object linking and assignment and all that kind of fun stuff. So what we've got in here is we've got a bunch of different fields that connect to different parts of the database. So for example, we've got group ID, so that deals with the permissions. We've got the Kanban board ID. So for example, from this we can be like, okay, Kanban board ID 1 is linked in with the administration group. Kanban board 2 is linked in with the group with an ID of 2, which is the QA team. And as you see, there's null across all of this. So let's actually. Are you going to monetize NearBeach, or is this a passion project? It's mainly a passion project, but if I were to monetize it, I would, because it's open source, people can download and use it on their own sort of system. The two different ways I would monetize it is one, offering a SaaS solution. So I'll host, you just give me some money and all that kind of stuff. And the second one is to create extensions or plugins that build on top of NearBeach for other sort of not quite project management type of scenarios, but more for getting in leads or doing this or doing that, which does not relate directly to project management. So yeah. Hell, even writing up a replacement for HP Quality Center or whatever it's called now, because I remember using that not that long ago and having to have Internet Explorer installed. Oh, sorry. Is the plugin system going to be an open document standard if I were to do that? Yes, because the idea is the more people that use this, the easier it is for people to actually use this and also develop for, the bigger the community will be. So yes, definitely. However, that at the moment, I haven't been able to start with any sort of plugin system at the moment. So yeah. If anyone's got any ideas how to actually implement something like that, I'm all ears. I do have a Discord. All right, so let's actually have a look at the models table. So I'm just gonna close all. Let's minimize all of this. Let's go into the Django side of things. And what we want is object assignment. So here we are. So as you see, it's centralized permissions for all of this. It also deals with the linking. You could implement a scripted language for plugins, for example, Lua. I might not be smart enough. And the other thing is, I was thinking of, because this is built on Django itself, essentially, so you got your project, but then you got your apps underneath it. And essentially, sort of writing up documents, how to write an app that could connect to NearBeach app would be what I would potentially do. I wouldn't know where to start with the scripting language for plugins. I just wouldn't, sadly. Could look at Lunatic Python, for example. Ooh. Let's have a look. And that banging is my cat's socks. If my microphone starts popping, just tell me. I need to unplug it and plug it back in. Two-age bridge. Ah. Okay, cool. All right, I'll have a look at that. So, yeah. So in here, what we've got is object assignment ID. That's pretty much just the primary key for each row. Assigned user. That's if we're assigning a user. Group ID. Requirement item. So as you see, this connects all the objects in one sort of place. We've also got what's called meta object and meta object title. And essentially what we want to do is add in as few fields as possible to sort of state what is what's getting blocked or what is blocking or something like that. And at this moment, I don't actually have a good idea on how to actually do this. I thought I did a couple of minutes ago, but I realized it was going to be stupid and overly complicated, and I'm going for the path of keeping it simple. Hence, we've got one table that deals with all the sort of connections and permissions and stuff like that, because it's simple. I think Looper is an updated and better documented library. Ooh. Looper, eh? Hey. So I'm also working around my cat at the moment, Socks. So for those who don't know, I have a cat called Socks who's constantly judging my programming skills. Just so that you guys don't need to judge. You can also feed her treats. Don't worry, we judge as well. Possible van. Alright, let's Right. Oh. Shit, sorry. I'm totally sorry. That was a misclick. Oh no, I didn't ban you. Sorry. Sorry, I thought I banned you. Wrong dev. No, I was going for the spammer. Don't worry, I'm glad I didn't ban you. Whoa, close call. Sorry, I clicked it and then the thing popped up and I didn't see your messages and I was like, oh my god, what did I do? Alright. Good, I haven't banned anyone wrong today, so that's good. Alright, Looper integrates. I will zoom in for everyone. Lua lives it into CPython, in particular rewrite of LunaPython and CPython with some additional features. Yeah. Alright, cool. I will have a proper read of that later. I'm a really slow reader, so I don't tend to read on stream because people are like, I've read this page 10 times already and I'm still getting halfway through. Alright, so what we want to do, so meta object title, meta object status. Alright. Okay, so I'm just having a good think at the moment. So what we want to do is we want to have a, oh, we're actually self-linking here. Let's actually link in a couple of projects for this particular one. So that should hit the meta fields. The meta fields just mean it's the same sort of object. And then let's, in here, let's go project ID equals, we've got it as a 2. Let's search for it. Because we've added it at the 2 level, we should see these meta things. However, do we see the, we don't see the 2 there. So we see these 3 objects. So we've got the, 1, 3, and 4. I don't know where the 2 went, but that's fine. We can add in a meta object. And there's our 2s, and then that would be connected over here, project 3. Am I on? So this 2 would be connected to a project 3. I think I've just found a bug. Oh no, that one's, one of them's deleted. 2 is 2. Project 1. Yeah, I think I potentially found a bug, but I won't worry about that at the moment. All right. Note the bug down below. Yeah, I should. Actually, no, I should do it because I will forget. The idea is, so I'm going, the next version will be called 0.30. And then I want as stable as possible. Because from there on, I will have a new sort of database sort of structures. I'll have this, I'll have that sort of stuff in it. Meta linking for project objects not saving correctly. All right, let's method 1, log into NearBeach. 2, go to project 1. 3, socks don't sit on my keyboard. 3, link project 1 to project 2. Go check database. Expected results. Meta to contain project. Meta to contain project 2 data. Linking at project 1. Actual results, not quite sure. It looks like the metadata is wrong. Okay. Sorry, sucks. Okay, so this is a bug. This would be critical if this isn't working. Because the idea is we want links. This is NearBeach MISC. All right. So I'll have a look at that probably later. All right, cool. So what we want to do in here, we've got it all like this. I mean, so I'm just having a bit of a think. So I want the let's just open up Paint.js. Forgot what it's called. JS Paint. All right, let's make that as full screen as possible. Let's pick the thick brush. Sure, smiley face. So let's take an object. All right. So we've got project 1. All right, and we've got another object, project 2. Oh, let's say task 2. Okay. So this object table will easily connect those. So there'll be because they're not the same type of object, there will be a ID key under project and an ID key under task. And that's how they're connected. Very basic, very simple. I've decided not to go down the full route of absolutely metarizing the hell out of it because I did want to keep those foreign keys in there. Just because it's 10 times easier for Django to actually get, because it uses ORM, it's 10 times easier for Django to get to those objects when dealing with that data under Python. So we've got to find, let's say T2 blocks I don't have a pen or a stylus to do this. P1. All right, so let's say we've got a task. All right, T2, it blocks P1. And we're like, all right, cool. If we flip that, P1 is blocked. All right, by T2. All right. Essentially, I could open up the task T2, and in there it'll say this blocks P1. All right. If I open up the project, I want it to say is blocked by. I just need to figure out what is the best sort of solution with what I've got to sort of capture that data. And this is just me thinking at the moment, being like, all right, cool. So we could have, let's do this in another color. Let's go purple. Could have a new field. And state won't make sense. State won't make sense. What would make sense though? Where we would store this keyword. I mean, it's a verb, it is a link relation. All right. Screw that. Let's just link relation. Let's keep it simple. All right. Yeah, whatever. All right, cool. So link relation. But then we've got to state which, and we've got to remember, we've got to have the meta in this too. We've got to include the meta, which will be the parent, which will be the not so parent. And then we need the different verbs for that link relation. So what we could do is have the parent link, which will state whether it is the project, the task, meta, and so forth like that. In a lot of cases, this data won't be filled out because it's not needed. It's only needed between objects. So we've got the link relation, we've got the parent link. And then what we do is we'll have, where is this? We've got block, duplicate, and relates. All right, with the default being relates. So we've just got, at the moment, when you link stuff in NearBeach, it's all relate. All right, so that will be the default. So we'll have blocks, duplicates, and relates. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this down. Okay. Need to, one, modify the object assignment database table. Sorry, not database, table. And what we're doing in there is we're adding in the fields link relationship, parent link, adding in the values for a link relationship to be only, and this is where we've got block. We'll actually do relates. Relate. Just double checking my spelling. Give me relate, yeah. So relate, block, and duplicate. Relate, block, duplicate. All right. From the above data. All right, just wait. Adding in the values for parent link to be only, and this is where we use project, task, RFC, etc, all objects that can be linked. All right, cool. So from the above data, so we're only adding in 2 fields, and from this we can actually get this information down into the view section, and the view section should be able to crunch all this very easily. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm just having a good think. From the above data, we will be able to find out what the relationship is. To find out in cases of blocked, which one is blocking whom. Yeah, cool. And the parent link will be, we'll figure this out. So there's only going to be one case where we have, and that's the blocked. So what I'll do, we'll just go, the only the only time where you've got different sort of reference to this with this verb is in the blocked. And also the duplicate. Because usually, yeah, the duplicate blocked, relates doesn't matter. Relates can be either way. Okay. So keying this in here, block and duplicate have 2 ways of viewing things. Hence, we need the parent link, which will state parent link. Yeah, cool. Sweet. All right. Cool. So we just need a link relationship and a parent link. All right. So we're going to write this down here. We're going to have link relationship equals models dot char field. There's going to be one of those ones where we've got I want to keep this simple. So in the database, I don't want numbers for this particular case because that will get very confusing with people looking into that. Nor do I want this as its own sort of table because this is only used in one section, and I don't want people actually modifying this because most of this will be sort of hard coded in the sense that these are only going to be the options in the front end. This is how we're going to deal with the reverse of that verb. So what I want to do is straight off the bat lose exactly where I was in the table, and we're just going to go flying all the way up to the top. So we're going to do something like the Kanban board status choice, where that is a definite sort of, it's just these two choices, and hence they're like that. Not like the priority where we've got the numbers in there where we're like, all right, cool, the numbers will work as such. So what we want to do is, this would be object, so element OP. Actually, this would be, what did we call it? Link relationship. Okay, block. And then on the front end, what we could actually do is, yeah, I'm just trying to think. There will be times where we'll need to flip the verbs and all that kind of stuff. So we could do that on the front end. Yeah. Okay. Block. In this sort of case, I'm going in alphabetical order. Duplicate. And then relates. Relate. All right. And where's my water? Oh, yeah. That's just failed. That's fine. It's in this one anyway. So towards the bottom, after the meta, we've got this link relationship. So character fields equals, and then what I actually want to do, that is on line 976. So we're gonna see what I did for these ones. So car field, yep. Max length, choices, yep. All right, default open. Okay, cool. Pretty easy stuff. So we're just having a look. 6, 7. All right, 10's going to be enough. And I've already forgotten the line. Link relationship, car field. So max length, 10's going to do. Choices equals, Socks is just doing her thing. Are you going to sit right there? Sweetie, sit here. All right, cool. I can't move the camera, sweetie. Yep, you're going to have to sit there. All right, choices. This will be called link relationship with the default equal to the relate. All right, cool. So that works perfectly fine. And then what we want is the parent link, which will just equal models dot. This will be an integer field with the default equals 0. Actually, that no. Blank true, null true, default equals null. Actually, no. Blank true, null true. And yes, So this information will be sent down. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm just quitting that at the moment. Sorry, I'm moving my head around socks. I'm going to write Python 3 make migrations. All right, and then Python 3 manage migrate. Socks is wondering, what are you doing? Here you go, sweetie. There you go. You're on camera. Beg for those treats. Hey, stop putting your tail on my mouth. All right. So I think that should deal with quite a lot of this, except the fact that we need to do this verb swap at the front end. Or perspective swap, or however you want to say it. So, what I need to do, I need to think about the front end. So let's go new. Jesus Christ, that was loud. All right. Let's pick the different verbs. So blocks, blocked. Let's pick a bigger font. Blocked. Relate. Technically relates, but we're just going to keep it in its singular form at the moment. Duplicate of duplicates. Is blocked by she's like, what the fuck? All right, related to. Okay, cool. So if we've got an object here, so O1 is related to O2. This works backwards too. So you can easily have O2 related to O1. If we have here, O1 blocks O2, doesn't work the same way. So it has to be O2 is blocked by O1. All right, and the same with this. So O1 is a duplicate of O2. Then we need to state that O2 duplicates O1. So the only one that has the backwards sort of capability is the top one up here. Done. Wait, I can do that better. Done. So for everything else, what we'll actually have a look at is a look for the parent. So we're assuming this is the object we're viewing. All right, so we're on that objects information page. So in this sort of case, this will be the parent. This is the parent. This is not the parent. This is the parent. Just trying to, actually, let me just rethink that. O1 blocks, yeah, that one will definitely have to be the parent. No, it's the opposite. Ah, Jesus. Crud. All right, I just lost everything. All right. Let's just draw that up again. All right, so this is... No. Okay, relates to blocks is blocked by duplicates is duplicate of. All right. And what I'm going to do, no. The hell is, you know what? Struggle town here, let's just say that. All right, cool. Relates to, writing this out again, blocks is blocked by duplicate of, is duplicate of, duplicates. All right, cool. Gonna click over here now. Gonna click on this. Gonna go down here. It's gonna go object 1. So object 1 blocks object 2. Object 2 is blocked by that. Object 1 is duplicate in object 2. Okay, cool. Gonna do the exact same thing over here. So that will be object 2, object 2, object 1, object 2, object 1. Then I can do this. Just bring them in just that slight amount, making sure that this is like this. You can do the same with this. Okay, cool. I'm going to draw a little square. This is the information page we're looking at. And in this sort of case, if O1 blocks O2, then O2 we've just got to be consistent with this. Socks, stop it. Yes, I can see what you're doing. So in this sort of case, it doesn't matter which side this is on, because this goes either way. So we don't need to worry about it with the relates, because that particular verb is switchable. In the sense with the blocks, this is where I need to make up this decision. The underlying sort of logic here being like, all right, cool. Which side will be the parent? That's all I need to figure out. And I'm flipping and flopping. I kind of want to say the left side at the moment for the is blocks, because that will define that that's a parent link. So like that. And then this one would be over here. And then the duplicate, I want to keep the same logic, being that even though technically it's falling underneath that parent one, and it's technically saying, hey, this is duplicate because of this. So yeah, we'll set it up like that. And now to copy that. All right. Okay, I'm happy with that. The next thing we've got to do is we've got to figure out how we're going to put it in here. So by default, all of these will fall on to relates. All right. So and we need to extend this onto cards also. Now that is just an integer. That will be... No, this can't be an integer. No, it's got to be a text field to be like, oh, it's meta, it's this, it's that. All right, I've screwed up there, but that's not a problem. Okay. Parent link. Sorry, sucks. Yep. Can I have my hand back? Thank you. Parent. So this will be all the objects. So this will include the meta sort of stuff and so forth like that. So to make this easier to write, I am just going to bring up nothing. I am going to duplicate this, split down. Split right. And I'm just going to read out every single sort of object. So we don't need to worry about assigned user. Don't need to worry about group because they're objects, but they're not the objects which have any of these sort of statuses put against them. We need requirement. Sorry, sucks. I need my hand. Thank you. And I'm going to do this in, once again, text. Requirement. All right. Then we need requirement item. So I'm just having a quick think too. All right. That should be a capital R there. Project. So the reason why there's no space in this is I want the class name in there. And then I've got task. So I want a human readable one and the class one. But a lot of the times the destination comes through as something different. All right. I'm just gonna continue writing these out anyway, like this. And then I'm still haven't figured out how I want to set this up exactly. So let's just write it all in here, all the objects that we need, and then format it correctly. So Kanban board, whether it's gonna be Kanban board, so forth like that. request for change. Request for change, because we've got a list of destinations that are allowed, and I could potentially just copy those. Now, customer organization we don't need. We need meta though. So we've got meta, which is going to be meta. So in the case that it is itself, we need to state, hey, it's this particular one. So yeah, this is a bit of a, yeah. If I were to rewrite this whole entire object assignment thing, I would use sort of more of a meta sort of table. However, that being said, like I stated before, I do like the power of having that ORM, and hence the foreign keys are in there and stuff like that. Where you lose that sort of ORM-ness with these types of tables. Now, one of the downfall is there's going to be a lot of fields in this. So, yeah. So that's going to be a character field, where I think the max length is going to be 20 characters. And default equals none. Null. Oh, none. And we might need a null in here. I'm not sure though. All right. So I have a not under fixtures, decorators, check destination. So check destination is all our objects that I'm clearly missing something. I need to actually insert the change task. And this is how it's laid out. Oh, sorry. All right. So I need to key in the change task into that table also. So let's just jump down in here. Let's do it before this. Change task equals models dot foreign key with the change task added in like this. On delete equals models dot cascade. Blank equals true. Null equals true, and let's just save. So that adds in that ability. In here, we've got everything like this, and we might as well keep it like that too. Keeping it simple, keeping it consistent is key. So in here, let's just go through. We won't need customer. We won't be needing Kanban board because the Kanban board doesn't have those particular object links. And this isn't a problem if I need to add in more in the future. This can be added in. Kanban card does need to be added in. And we've got to double check that this to see if we've got a Kanban card. I don't think we have a Kanban card. We've got the board ID. We've got card ID. Yes, we do. Kanban card ID. We do. So, which is good because then we can actually link cards, users, and all that kind of stuff. So we did that the other day. Request for change. We did. It's just the new one, the change task. We didn't do. All right. So Kanban card. We're gonna bang this down into just requirement. Oi, that's the wrong way you went. Requirement. That was a weird bug. Okay, and this one we want to go requirement item. I'm just gonna cheat and copy and let's just get rid of all these. All right, we're going off that list anyway. Okay. Request for change. Request for change. Project, and task. All right, cool. So we've got change task. That's definitely in the system. We got we don't want customer. We don't want Kanban. We don't want Kanban board. All right, we want Kanban card. Got Kanban card. We've got requirement. We've got requirement item. We've got request for change, which we'll have the child of change task. We've got project and we've got task. All right. So I feel like that's a good set of stuff which we can connect to. All right, so let's close that. Let's close that. Let's scroll all the way down. Actually, so we've got our meta, we've got our link relationship, we've got our parent link, default. It won't be a default. Link relationship, we haven't actually stated this can be blank. True, and null can be true also. Alright. But by default, not everything will be related though. I mean, it doesn't... Sorry, just having a little think here at the moment. It doesn't matter if we have related when there is a project connected up with the user permissions. And going forward, this is going to be a flat sort of database. We're going to keep it in for the moment. However, it's something I probably will remove later. Yeah. Literally just something I'm going to remove. Because a lot of the permissions, a lot of stuff in here are permission based. So you've got your assigned user and assigned group. You've got your connecting to organization ID and customer and stuff like that. So that we don't need permissions for. All right. Just checking on the time. I do need to leave early today, but that's fine. I've still got, I think, half an hour more. Yeah, I think I still got some time. Yeah. Cool. All right. time? 8:30. Yeah. So I'm just thinking about every other problem I could be having at the moment with this. So the idea is I then got to think about the front end too. So when someone creates a new link at the moment, they can link everything. This might need to change now. Because at the moment I can highlight whatever I want. Whereas I might need a create new link, search for the link, select them, and then state block by is and all that kind of stuff down here at the bottom. Which shouldn't be too hard to actually implement. But I've also got to think about change tasks too. So for those unfamiliar, we've got requests for changes in here. Pretty simple sort of stuff. All right, and you got a change task. The idea is when you create a new change task, you'll be able to be like, this particular change task is blocked by those other change tasks and stuff like that. So when you flip it on in here, it should be able to get all the data from in here and crunch it to find out, hey, you've got to change your time and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, I'm just figuring out how I would actually do all that. So yeah, this is a bit more of a complicated thing too. So this change task will, it will take some time. Let's just say that. So we're happy with that. Oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, and I've got to implement date restrictions properly in here too, and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff which I've got to do for the RFC. I've got to go in and actually clean up quite a lot of this, fix up the UI and UX, because this is terrible. Probably have this so it's actually up here, and then have the title a little bit bigger, and then yeah, I've just got to figure this out. But it's on my to-do. All right, and then the idea is this cannot block anything that's in the future. It can only block things that are in the past, where the end date is, yeah. So, but if I use that relates to, that will work in this sort of case because I can grab that data pretty easily. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. That should do it. I just got to double check the max length. So that will be the request for change. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18. Yeah, it's in. It's in. All right, cool. All right, let's think about, let's not worry about RFCs at the moment. Let's worry about all this other project and card stuff. We'll need to actually write when we do the migrations, what we need to do is backfill everything so it's related to, but then we don't have a, we don't have a parent one. Yeah. We'll also need to under these linked objects, we'll need that data to be in here too. But where to put it and how, we've got to relay out these cards a bit better and make them a lot nicer UI. I'm terrible at UI UX, so hence this looks like a table at the moment. And the idea was this is going to be a temporary thing, and then I build up to actually create something that looks nicer. So I did that with the customers. Need some tweaking. Oh. Alright, that's a bug. But before I actually key in the bug, let's make sure my server's still running. Still running. Let's find out why. Response. Table NearBeach object assignment has no column change task ID. Ah, okay, yep. Don't worry, that is not actually a bug. That is just me not deploying my code properly. So Python 3, manage, make migrations. Now the reason why I'm not worried about making heaps of migrations at the moment, reverting and all that kind of stuff, is a lot of this is going to be redeleted and flat packed again, and yeah. Migrate. Cool, everything's migrated. Let's just hit the play. So that might not actually be a bug in a sense that we didn't migrate stuff. So if we go stuff, there, done. So I've got a simple sort of setup here where I like that sort of card and so forth like that. I've got to test it out with longer names and all that kind of stuff, and I've really got to sit down and be like, all right, what do other places do for these types of cards? Just got to figure out how I can delete this. And I just realized that is technically a bug. So NearBeach.utrack. Let's actually go add that bug in. First off, let's actually find out if there is a bug already assigned. Figure that out. So we've got 25 current issues. Let's have a look at customer. All right, cool. Let's go. New issue. Can't remove customer from project. All right. Method 1, log into NearBeach. 2, navigate to an existing project from the dashboard. 3, scroll down to the customers section for try and remove a customer. Expected results, user able to remove customer. Actual results, user cannot remove customer. No ability to remove them. Alright, notes, this does affect other objects. Alright, heading 1. Heading 1. This would be a major sort of thing. This is the bug. This is submitted. This is assigned to me. This is to deal with projects. Projects. Create. All right, cool. Still finding those bugs, but still fixing them. So we'll need to remove that. But yeah, the idea is with these here, I need to figure out a way how I can display that information. So in this sort of case, we've got a link to a card. So if we actually click on that card, oh no, it's another project. Project 4. There's a self link. All right. Let's say we've got a requirement item. We've got attest to a requirement item. So we've got here, it's a requirement item down there. We've got the name of the project and all that, but really this doesn't tell you much. We've got to figure out how we can get more information in there. Anyway. Do I have the Figma thing? Because I can't get to this page. Okay, add-ons and themes. Figma. Bear with me for a second. Scroll Figma, open, close, Figma search, Figma. All right. All right. So we have, these are all the different old sort of layouts and stuff like that. I've got to go through and update some of these. So let's create a new page. Let's call it linked objects. Now there is ability to import stuff. It's under plugins. Builder.io. Swap code import to Figma. We've got this. Use a Chrome. Oh, it's a Chrome extension. Okay. Sadly, got to jump into Chrome. Okay, so I've got it on here already. That is great news. So localhost 8, yep, cool. We actually had a store, I think this one. Yeah, we did. So we want this up at the top. We want to click on extensions. This one, capture page. Done. Now grab the Figma plugin and choose upload here. Oh, it's already downloaded. Oh, that's a bit silly of me not knowing that. Okay, give me a couple of seconds. It's going into the secret screen. All right, downloads. Figma. How did they download this? Show and Finder. Page.figma. Alright, back to my screen display. So we want to improve this. Let's get rid of stuff we don't need at the moment. Let's have it so it's focused on this. Let's bring this up to the top. Let's copy paste. Let's bring it down. And straight off the bat, let's zoom in. Okay. Delete this. Now, how am I going to show each bit of this information in a way which makes sort of sense? All right. Part of me says, let's move this up here. And then label these. So we'll have, instead of this, it will be project like that. And then project title, and then we'll have a project title. So just give me 2 seconds. Let's bring up Lorem Ipsum. Lorem Ipsum. And let's click over there. Let's boom this over like this. Let's remove status. So I'm just moving stuff around. Let's remove that. Let's undo that for the moment. That's that. Let's actually get rid of that new. We'll keep that over there. That is way too big. And what if we gave that a little bit more weight? Let's actually put that up there. Let's actually give that a little bit bigger. Let's make it thinner. And this is where my design skills, or lack of, show. Because I'm like, all right, where does everything go? Let's figure this out. Yeah, I'm gonna actually have to read some documentation and all that kind of stuff. What I want to do is essentially have it so this is all like this. Yeah, all right. So, thank you, Socks. Like if I no, but I want to drop down. I want to be able to change that, the status and all that kind of stuff. Gonna have to actually look at what other places do. I could log into other. Yeah. I just don't know how to design this. So essentially what I want to do is condense the information, but also have it that we can edit this information here. So for example, I want to be able to state, hey, this is currently related to your project and stuff like that. So have project for related to as a drop down sort of box here. We can, and then have the project name here, and then people will be able to click it and be like, oh no, it's meant to be blocked by or this or that, and then have that be like, all right, cool, and send it off to the back end, and then update it in the back end. Have it just update that row, or in the rare cases, rows. So yeah. Okay, cool. I've actually got to go early today, so I do apologize. At least I can look at this offline and see a better solution and stuff like that. I'm not really good with the design. So let's find someone to raid.